What is the biggest difference between a regular color service and a true color correction?
A color correction solves a problem. A regular hair appointment is very predictable. Like if I can predict the outcome with 70 to 85% certainty, that falls under a regular color. A color correction comes in when there is a problem to solve. Henna or box dye that can be volatile, or even mineral buildup on your hair that can be volatile. If the outcome of your hair cannot be predicted in 1 to 2 processes, then it becomes a color correction.
Why can't we just dye over a DIY mistake to fix it?
Sometimes you can, but more than likely what happens is when your hair of the natural pigment, your hair becomes overly porous and has nothing for the color that I put on top onto. It requires me to fill your hair in. So we have to fill the hair so that it can grab. I can totally just take a color and throw it over the top of your head, but what's gonna happen is it's gonna fade, and it's gonna fade in 1 to 2 washes.
If my hair turns orange or brassy during the lifting process, does that mean something went wrong?
No. Every level of hair has an undertone behind it. If you're lifting somebody whose hair is as dark as mine, orange and reds and yellows are going to come through. So if I were to lift my hair to a level 7, it's going to be orange. If I were to lift my hair to a level 8, it's going to be yellow-orange. If I were to lift my hair to a level 9, it's going to be yellow. That's why we use toners to negate and erase those negative tones that we don't want to see in the hair. Or we lift past where that unwanted tone is. So it really just depends on how bright or how dark you want to be. But no, it doesn't always mean something went wrong. If you have box dye in there, those tones will be even more prominent and much more difficult to bleach past. So it's not that something is wrong, but again, it's unpredictable and it takes more than one process to fix.
How do you know when a client's hair has reached its limit and can't be corrected any further?
We do what's called a porosity test and elasticity test. Every time I look through the foil, I'm not just looking to see how light I got you. I am pulling the hair to make sure that the elasticity of the hair is still normal, which means if you take your hair and you pull it, there's very little stretch to healthy hair. Over-processed, damaged hair will have a lot of stretch to it. That's generally when that starts to happen. I know that the hair cannot take anymore and it's time to stop, do a treatment, and reconvene in a couple of weeks once the hair has had time to heal a little bit.
What is the #1 thing people do at home that accidentally ruins their professional color correction?
So there's a few things. Using the wrong products, or if you go and try to take it upon yourself, go swimming or don't protect your hair, it's gonna ruin it. There's not really one most important thing. These are all important steps. Really important that when I close out my appointment with you, I give you at-home hair care steps, and those are not suggestions. Those are things that I know are going to not only protect the health of your hair, but it's also going to protect the work that I put in so that we can eventually get you to where you want to be.